wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Hello, welcome back to Pick It Into It with Nana and Esther. Hi. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about
love is blind. Is love really blind, or is it just
death?
Seeing?
Funny enough, we were out in Romford, and like we were in the way of a blind man, and like so like he bumped into us. We were like, oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward.
And then like as he was walking past, he was like,
I didn't even hear him swear at us.
He was swearing at us, and I
It
was
was
like,
an accident. We don't step in the way of blind men usually.
That's a bit awkward.
We stop to get something from our bag. You know,
Yeah.
these things happen. So what do you think of this season, innit?
This season is a mess. There's just too many people who are here for the wrong reasons. There's not enough actual love in this Love is Blind crap. There's a lot of people just here for the clout, and it's just so like boring. Like, why?
Where's the Lauren and Cameron?
I feel like we're never gonna get another Lauren.
We
and
are
Cameron.
not, and that's what's so sad, because I remember when S told me to watch it.
She didn't want to.
I'm not a reality show person.
She was dragging her feet.
I am not, and so S was like, watch it, and I was like, okay, watch it. When I was
and
watching,
she fell in love with Lauren and Cameron.
When I watched, I literally cried from the moments of the pods to the moment they were at. You could just feel their connection.
Love,
You could feel their love.
Strange.
What's it called? Even with Barnett, like I could see his love for her, even though she frustrated him.
Yeah.
She could tell.
I could see that he was willing to do pretty much anything for her. Even pay her university bills up.
Yeah.
Where is the man?
Every time she would be like, when she's like, when she was like, it's okay. It's okay. It's working hard.
Whatever,
working hard for you, man.
Whatever, man.
But when she was saying how like she has all this debt, Barnett was like, you can just see the stress, but he was willing to take care of her. And that girl, remember that girl that liked him, that was doing all this.
Girl,
remember that girl that was in
the blonde one. She was weird.
There's always a blondie that is in the middle.
Yeah, like I can't understand any human going after another human that doesn't want them. It's just, I don't know, I have too much pride, I think. Like, I would even go, I still find it icky going after someone who does want me, let alone someone who doesn't want me.
I think I understand it, but I think how she went about it was shameless.
No, that's what I mean.
She was like,
that's what I mean. If there was at least some type of like reciprocation, I would still understand. But the fact that there was zero reciprocation, zero interaction, the guy wasn't even like, he wouldn't even be alone with her and like talk to her like on a one-to-one type of thing. So I don't really understand why she was, you know, she even thought to do that. I don't know, it's just weird to me.
She's like the micas and the thingies.
First of all,
it's a recurring thing to have one blonde girl in every like Love is Blind that's in between everybody else's.
It's kind of like Love Island. One thing you've got to say about Micah though, even though she's kind of like low-key or weird, she always comes out on top. Like, she always gets the guy.
From the season?
Yes, Micah from the season. She always comes out on top. She gets the guy. Well, she clearly. But she didn't get Kwame. I think she didn't want Kwame. If she wanted Kwame, she would have had him. What are you talking about? Like, she literally tried to propose to her. She's like, sketcher. I want Paul. Okay, what are you talking about? Like,
that's true.
Like Micah, even though she's kind of like awful in a way, she does be getting the guys. So I don't really know.
Anyway,
I
don't know how she.
I find that so interesting. Like, you know, in our perception of like villains, especially like just villains from like imaginary villains, like, you know, animated, all of that, to real life villains. Like in reality TV shows, there's always a villain in a reality TV show. I feel like because of our perception of what villains are like, we kind of expect them to lose. But with Micah, it's almost surprising that she just kind of seems to be winning low-key. She won the guy.
No, but is she really winning though?
Yeah, as in like small wins.
Yeah.
She won the guy, got him to break up with next girl. He didn't even care. Like, he was like, oh, he didn't cry the way Zach cried for 40 days and 40 nights. He didn't give a heck. He was like, oh yeah, my mama dumped her. She won the guy. She got his clearly.
What? Are you talking about Kwame? Kwame?
No, of course. Ain't nobody talking about Kwame. I'm talking about Zach.
Okay.
And Zach, when Zach broke up with what's
Bliss?
her name? Yeah, Bliss. He cried for 40 days and 40 nights. But whereas when Paul broke up with, I think her name was Amber, he was like, bye.
I don't know. I feel like Paul's personality, even after
that's what I
mean.
Like now,
I feel like it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out with Micah the way it did with that other girl. You know, like I felt like I got to know him more when he was with that other girl.
It could just be editing.
That's true. That's another thing. That's another thing for Love is Blind. I think we've all been seeing that especially people on TikTok and stuff like that, have been exposing the editing, the
Yes.
fact that it's so heavily edited, and even one of the contestants
really
as well.
though.
No, we're not. One of the contestants, who's it? Zach? No, the one that looks like a cartoon character.
Zach, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? You're very rude. I'm cutting that out. I'll cut that out. Actually, no, I'll put it in and I'll make a fake account and bully you.
No, but that's
I'll
not a
bully
bad.
your
That's
fake account.
honestly not a bad thing.
Yeah.
to look like
What
a
are you
cartoon.
talking about, bro?
To look like a cartoon.
If someone said you have a cartoon, would you be
Which cartoon?
And it's not a good one.
No, you didn't ask me which cartoon I
No,
think
but
he
like,
looks
if someone
like.
saying you had that guy from Cardi with the Chance of Meatballs, the crazy hair, that's crazy.
No, but I've never said that.
No,
So I don't.
You're making excuses there. You know damn well that's not that. I didn't finish my point. My car, because you jumped in, my car, she does not fit the stereotypical villain trope where they don't win, they don't end up at top, on top at the end. Because even with past villains, you say like,
But we haven't seen the altar yet.
I know, but I'm just saying, even with past villains, but so far, even with past villains, there would be like things that they would get in their own way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just find her kind of interesting. Like, what is it about her that Paul sees that he can't resist?
I think he's lonely.
I think so.
He mentioned in one of the episodes that if you left, if we didn't go to the altar, like I would just be lonely, literally. And I don't know, I just...
Do you think he just said that this would be romantic? Or maybe it's the truth.
I think it's the truth.
Wouldn't you feel that way about someone that you actually like love?
Of course, but I don't know, I just feel like he gives this... Because remember, when they first went to Mexico, he mentioned that he wasn't feeling much chemistry with her.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
But maybe it changed.
I mean, maybe, of course it changes, but I feel like the way the things has been edited, there's like a whole gap of their connection that...
Yeah.
I think
it was like a jump. Like,
yeah, I don't understand.
He wasn't that into her, and then
all of a sudden, because when Arena was flirting with him, he was entertaining her a bit. Like he acted with Micah that he wasn't entertaining, but he actually was entertaining her. And I think together. I don't think I really see Paul's personality with Micah, and I think that
does she have one? Just saying.
He could. No, he's nerdy. He's geeky.
First of all.
Second of all,
just because he's nerdy doesn't mean he doesn't have a person. That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's not what
I'm saying. But I'm just saying
that's his personality.
Him as a person.
That's him. I'm not saying because he's a nerd that he has no personality. You said he has no.
That's what I said. He had no personality. You said, but he's a nerd.
No, I said
so therefore nerds have personality.
No, I'm saying
nerds have personality.
No, but being nerdy, that's part of your personality.
No, but like
that's part of who you are. Like, so that's part. So if he's nerdy, he's interested in certain things. So for me, I don't feel like I see his interest and himself carried out on screen. And
you know what I don't like? I don't like how like when he's describing like how he feels about her, it just sounds very clinical. Like we both see the world.
Maybe it's because he's scientific.
I don't know. Like
we see the world the same, and I just like the thing is there was the moment when they were hugging before they left each other.
Yeah.
Before they left each other for the wedding.
Esther! They're just talking, man. She made your point. Why do you want me to remember?
So I can get what I'm doing.
Yeah, they did hold. Yeah, I'll fabricate in my brain. I'll go, ooh, yeah, I remember. That line now.
Alright, cool. The moment they're saying goodbye to each other.
Yes.
And then they were all giggling at each other.
Yeah, that was kind of cute. I was like,
that's crazy. Real. So for me, I was like, I think for me, Micah as a person, I think she's a mean girl.
On her own,
she is a mean girl.
But with other people, with Paul specifically, I think she's more digestible.
Yeah.
Than with her friends, with any type of female friends, she doesn't know how to pick good friends.
No.
She just comes across as like bitchy, not very nice person.
It's
almost as if like with Paul, she kind of like
she's this different person.
Do you think with Paul she's who her true self is, and then with other people she puts up this bitchy guard where she feels like she has to defend herself?
To fit in, maybe.
Yeah.
Because when because she was saying with the Irina, God, with her, she was saying how I'm the one that was friends with you when no one wanted to be friends with you, and I was like, who asked you to be friends with her? It's not by force, you chose to be friends with this girl.
Crazy. Imagine you said to me, Esther, no one wanted to be
friends with you. I was the someone who hung up with you,
bro, let me know my bazooka, bro, and blow you out as well. You
I don't want to put that meanness on just on other people. I think it's
I'm not saying it's on other people. I think when she's around other women, I feel like she becomes,
she competes.
Yes, I feel like she becomes competitive and like mean and snarky.
Maybe.
And like she's probably one of them girls that's like, oh, I don't get along with girls. I won't get on with guys. Guys are less drama. Meanwhile, you're the one that's the drama.
You're the drama. I was saying to Esther, she's so different when she's with men. Like she's all like
cutesy. Like she's, like even though she can still be mean, especially I think it depends on the type of man.
She's mean.
I think with men that she sees are on her level and above, she's different, like Paul. But with men that she doesn't see as below her, essentially, Kwame, she treats like crap, essentially. And I'm not surprised. Like Kwame's not that guy. I'm so sorry. Never has been, never will be. Let's move on to Kwame and Chelsea.
Before we do that, let's talk about her friend briefly.
Why?
Micah's friend.
Her friend's in love with her. Like she wants to eat her ass. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if they're one of them friends, that be making out when they're drunk.
Yeah.
And I'd be sucking each other's breath when they're drunk. And then when it becomes sober, it's like, guys, just forget, it's just a mistake. We're just having fun. Yeah,
I think people were saying that she gives vibes of Peach from you. And I think
a little bit. Definitely. It's just like there's been a friend and
she even admitted, I like Paul. However, what's the bar? What's the bar?
I think it's just him as a person.
Is it him or is the bar her or is it Micah? As it she just doesn't believe Micah is interested in him, or she just herself doesn't want to believe that.
No, because I think she just doesn't want Micah to be with anyone personally, because how can you say I think
she ends her relationship?
How can she say I think he's a good guy, I don't think he'd ever hurt you, but I don't think he's like you should marry him? So I don't know, like I don't feel like she explains herself properly.
Or there could be something going on, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, she just seems too concerned over someone she doesn't think would hurt her friend. Like, isn't that what you want? Like someone I don't think this person hurt you. Maybe is I don't think he matches up your energy.
Maybe there's just a personality that, because he can be nice. I don't know, because for me I feel like as well the person Micah is and the person he is, just in terms of, you know, their arguments with this whole space thing, like, oh, I have all this stuff and he's always having to do things for her. Maybe that's why, I don't know, maybe their lifestyles don't match and the friend can see it. And someone was saying, I don't know if I sent it to you, that Love is Blind have a pattern of getting on people who are men who are insecure about their identity.
Do you think like it's Love is Blind or is just like
reality shows?
Do you think it's just people applying, or is it Love is Blind? Because I don't even think recently, I don't think it's people that are applying that actually get on the show. But you know how Love Island,
no, they find them.
Exactly.
So I think it's a pattern of them, because I feel like every reality show has characters, a set of characters that they're looking for. Maybe they look at Love Island. There's always like an Ekin type person, there's always a this type person, like a Molly May type person. There's always there's categories, and I think the producers on Love is Blind are doing the exact same thing. Like SK is this equivalent to Kwame, and like there's always like a character they're looking for. So I think it's definitely intentional, but that's not to say that people out there, like obviously in everyday life you have people who are insecure about their identity.
I think it's intentional, yes, but I don't know if it's intentional of like, oh, we're gonna bring people who hate, or who like people of color who hate themselves, because I feel like they just want dumpster fire people in general. Casting
briefs are detailed.
Yeah,
they are so detailed. So even when it comes to a personality, I am sure that there is some kind of
blame casting, or should we blame these people that are coming on?
you don't think so? You think? I think it's the responsibility of both. But like,
why? However, would we have these conversations if they didn't put people on? Like,
of course we wouldn't.
I think it's just one of them ones where they don't even see what they're doing is like wrong, or like affecting, like, you know, putting those type of like people on these type of screens, big screens. They don't see the effect. I think they care.
Exactly.
I think they care.
Give a damn because of the money. At the end of the day, the money, the hype. It's like, you know, we've made a great show. Like, was Kwame? That's the ultimate question. Was Kwame? Was he really calling his mum?
Of course he wasn't. There was no one on the phone. What are you talking about? He called a random number and hoped for the best. Pick up.
Like, she was not on that phone.
No one was on that phone. And the fact that he even did it on the computer when it was facing away, like he didn't call anyone. What are you talking about?
I think I just him
like,
as a person.
He hates Chelsea.
Yeah,
he hates her. Well, he doesn't hate her, but like he hates.
When we say hate, so you know what we mean, like.
Girl, I'm not trying to explain it. He hates her. Okay. If you don't get what I'm saying, you don't get it from business, bro. It's because scary. Anyways,
Carrie.
But like he's Chelsea. But at the same time, I feel like she's definitely fetishizing Kwame. Like she's not colorist, but like she's like
You think she's fetishizing him?
100%. What are you talking about? If it wasn't Kwame, it would be someone else. It's like, you know, it was really sad. I feel like Kwame kind of sees how with Chelsea, if it wasn't him, it'd be Derek. If it wasn't Derek, it'd be James.
Jerome.
If it wasn't James, it'd be Tololope. It would be someone
Tyrone.
else. Yes, and I feel like that's kind of sad, because when he'd bring up, like, you know, obviously issues, even though yes, his issues are stupid, like, and it doesn't make any sense, the things he'd be saying, I feel like she dismisses them. You know, like if she, as if like it doesn't matter. We'll go down this aisle. We get married.
Chelsea is queen.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
Queen delusional.
That's what she's saying.
She's queen. Because I was genuinely saying to Esther's, like, is she genuinely like on this planet? She's living in her own bubble.
I think she's
world.
I think she doesn't care what he has to say. She doesn't care what his opinion. She doesn't care if he wants to
I think
not.
she just wants the fairy tale,
and
whether he's a willing participant
or not,
she will drag his.
That's why it's so
drag
wrong.
into the aisle.
At first I was just like, oh, what's wrong with her? Like, is she stupid? Like, does she not understand that he doesn't want her? But I feel like
because
at this point,
his concerns are actually general concerns,
but like
in terms of I mean, of course he doesn't want to marry her, we know that, but in terms of the whole living situation, that's a serious conversation to have about, okay, so I'm not near any of my I think he's very lonely too as well. I mean, not lonely, but I don't think he has a support system, or maybe they're all in his other state, I don't know. But Chelsea has all
he doesn't
her
have
family.
no friends. Deep it. Where are his friends?
Yeah.
Where, like,
we think they're paid actors.
He's no, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
paid actors. Maybe one or two were real, but some of them looked like they were like acquaintances.
One or two being his brother and sister.
Yeah.
And then
that James guy from the pods, that's strange to me.
That was weird.
Was that the first time they met in the pods and they became friends?
Yeah.
And he's the one that's along.
Weird.
Yeah. So maybe he doesn't have that close knit people support. Maybe in the US. I don't know if it's his boys are maybe all back in Ghana, but
no, he came when he was like 8 or something, and he's been here since.
Okay.
What do you mean in Ghana? What are you talking about?
He could have friends back home.
Yeah, but like from 8 years old. Yeah, hold on to friends.
You don't know how many times he goes back.
Anyways.
He could have boys backing. I'm sure he has friends somewhere. You know. He's got some friends. Somebody out there wants to be his friend.
He probably slept with their white wives, and that's why he ain't got no damn friends no more.
But I think I don't know. I just think that the conversation about where they live is a serious conversation. And also it just seems that for him though, the marriage is a strain. It's like it's a dread. It's headache.
It's a bad thing.
Every time he has a conversation with someone, it's like, I'm giving up everything. And I think that's not how you should be going into a marriage at all.
You know what's annoying about this Love is Blind in general? If like they at least brought some people who are ready for marriage, sure, they have dumpster fire personalities, okay, but at least they're ready. Because you know how there's actually people out there who have dumpster fire personalities but are ready for marriage.
Yeah.
But they'll bring people who are neither ready for marriage nor do they have shining winning personalities. These are like not dumpster fire.
This one is not shining.
This is shit.
It's bleak.
With a bunch of trash, hot shit and hot trash.
It's bleak
personalities. And it's just like, for me, it's just like, what's that goes besides the point of the show. You know, maybe they lie and be like, oh, of course I'm ready for my...
They don't care. They're just making good. They're in their eyes, they're making reality TV, so they don't care. I feel like Love is Blind worked in season 1, following that. But I think I don't know. Kwame is not going to say yes.
He's losing those. Like, thing is, if Kwame says yes, he's saying it for the papers, point blank period. Yeah. Like, he's here illegally, honey. ICE is at his ass. He's scared.
Won't let me out.
He's afraid. He just one call from ICE, honey, and got his ass. Back to God. I'm going.
And I don't know. Even his relationship with siblings is weird to me.
His sister was like, "Oh, we're besties, but you don't check up on me." What kind of bestie don't check up on you? Stupid, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I do like her sister, but I just think it. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
She gives like I raised my brother, my younger brother, vibes. And it's just like that's very African. Like the oldest sister, not even oldest, just the oldest girl. Even if she's second born, third born, she will raise the family, which is mad to me. And it's just really not fair. But yeah, do you think low-key Chelsea could just be pretending, just so she could like do a gotcha aha moment, so she ends up coming out on top, looking like the innocent version in all of this? Because it's very easy to make Kwame the villain. You know, especially just how he is. But I feel like low-key Chelsea, it's not just delusion, because nobody can be that delusional. I'm so sorry. No, I think it was, apart from her father, I feel like she's not telling her family everything.
I think that she might be in denial, because I feel like she wants the fairy tale. She wants the happiness so much so that she's willing to. Oh, the flags are crimson. They are crimson in her face.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
But she's saying, they look a little pink. It's not too red. It's like
and I don't know. It's like, are we living on the same planet? Do you not? So maybe, yeah, I do think that she likes the idea of Kwame. And she said she said he's the most healthiest relationship she's ever had. Ever. That's really sad. That is really sad.
That's really sad. Like, Chelsea is she's just like an anomaly. She's just an anomaly in general.
I don't think she is 100% a victim, no, because look at everything that happened with Micah in front of her face. I think it's like
twice. We're not children.
Not even twice.
We're not
several times.
Like we have to take responsibility, even for like allowing people. It's not like, I don't think Kwame is manipulating her.
No,
I think he's been
very clear to her face.
He's covertly honest. You know, he's very covertly honest. Like, he doesn't want to like say it outright. I hate your guts. Leave me alone. He doesn't want to say that. But he'll be like,
not even covert enough.
But he'll be like being around you, thinking to live with you is just too much sacrifice. I'm giving up everything to be with you, and it just makes me feel sick to my stomach. Like, he'll just say something like that instead.
And then she likes her dog either.
Yeah, he doesn't like her dog. He don't like her dog. Like, he wants her dog. She's gonna wake up with her dog dead. Oh, that's not what. He gonna kill her dog. I don't know what you guys do with it in Ghana. I want to see like the full unedited version. Because imagine she said
more. Yeah, and I kissed him.
Yeah, and I sat on his face.